What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy JD coming at you with another review. For those that are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down in the bottom right of the screen. Now, it has been an absolutely great week for me as far as sneaker pickups go. So I picked up 3 pairs of sneakers so far this week. Number 1 is this one, the Nike React Element 87. Oops, let me turn it around. So the Nike React Element 87, this was my first pickup this week. I absolutely love this sneaker. To watch my detailed review of these, I will leave a link to that up here. Number 2 this week, I picked up another pair of sneakers. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have been able to see what that was. So I will leave a link to my Instagram down here. It is at t.josh. Now, the T dot is because I do come from Toronto. That's originally the city where I'm from. And of course, the Josh is the J in JD. So follow me on my Instagram. I do post a lot of sneaker content on there. And finally, the third pickup this week, very unexpected. I didn't think I'd win a raffle for these, but I somehow did. And you already know by the title of this video what that is, and that is the Nike Off-White Air Jordan 1 in this UNC colorway. So I actually won this sneaker in a in-store raffle from Soulbox here in Berlin. Soulbox, by the way, is by far my favorite sneaker boutique here in Berlin. I love them because they always do in-store raffles for all the super high heat releases, and that's just, in my opinion, the right way to do raffles. I really can't stand all these other European retailers who every time there's a raffle, they always have a worldwide raffle. And I just feel like it's so unfair for people who live here in Europe that we always, when it comes to raffles, we always got to compete with people in Jackson Hole, Wyoming or Zimbabwe. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not fair. Like, European retailers should only have raffles for people in Europe, in my opinion, because Europeans cannot enter raffles in the US. So I don't know, I always thought it's kind of unfair, but anyways, enough of that rant. I did cop this from Soulbox and super happy to pick these up. So I'm sure a lot of you have already seen detailed reviews of these on YouTube from other YouTubers. This sneaker has been out now for about 2 weeks. As some of you know, there was a surprise release on Nike sneakers over in the US. Of course, no EU again, but anyways. Yeah, so I'm sure a lot of people were able to cop this and do reviews on them. So this one isn't going to be a very detailed review because I'm sure a lot of us are already very familiar with this Off-White Air Jordan 1 model. Okay, so let me first start off with the model. So the Jordan 1 Off-White model. So when the first original 9 sneakers dropped, I gotta admit, unlike everybody else, I really wasn't feeling the Jordan 1 Off-White too much. At least when I compare it to every other sneaker in that initial drop. Because to me, this one was just not as impressive as some of the other models. I've already said this in another video. My 2 favorite models from that entire pack were, first of all, by far number 1 was this, the Air Presto. This is just so well done. It's the sneaker turned inside out, and they added the huge Nike check mark here, even the strap at the back. It doesn't look anything like a regular Presto, so it looks very different. And also, I really love this pair, the Air Max 90. I love that icy bottom and all this exposed foam. Also, this model I feel like a lot more effort went into the design process for these 2 sneakers, whereas this one right here, the Air Jordan 1, I just didn't think it was that much different than a regular Jordan 1. I thought that initial Chicago colorway to me looked like very similar to the Chicago Jordan 1. So I wasn't like over the moon for those as a lot of people were. However, I gotta say, having this in hand, you can really see what Virgil Abloh was trying to do with this entire pack. So as you know, the entire, I guess, concept of all these sneakers were that they were not meant to look very finished. So a lot of us, we only ever see the final product of a sneaker. Even promo pics are always just the final product of a sneaker. Whereas what Virgil did here is he really showed us that behind the scenes, what goes on in the design of a sneaker. So you can really see that in this Jordan 1 model. For example, back here you can see the different materials along this back panel here. So we have this like very kind of unfinished, I don't know, raw leather material here, whereas here it's more of a smooth leather. And also back here you can kind of feel this, I want to call it just cardboard, which is basically makes up the heel cup of the Jordan. So it's kind of cool to see that exposed as well. And also here on the medial side, I don't know if the camera is gonna pick this up, but you can see the dotted outline here of where the swoosh is supposed to go. And that's not something I actually saw in pictures, so I thought that was really cool when I saw it up close. Also, quality wise, this particular pair, the UNC colorway, is supposed to be the best quality out of the 3 Jordan 1s that have dropped so far, and that is mainly because of this reinforced toe box here. So normally there is exposed foam here and that caught dirt very easily, whereas here we have kind of this thin film of, I don't know, I want to say plastic, thin film here that's kind of protecting the foam, and that's just gonna mean a lot more durability. Your shoes are gonna look a lot more cleaner for longer. And you can also see that film on the lateral side here, so there's no exposed foam here either. And also just on the toe box, it seems like there's multiple layers of leather here. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's a blue at the top and white at the bottom. So it's really strong leather here. So I like that because this is such an iconic shoe. So it's really nice to see that they put the extra effort and better materials here. So this is gonna last me for a long time. So the colorway. So right from the beginning, I wasn't a very big fan of this colorway. I'm not gonna lie. This UNC or baby blue colorway. And just because for me, when I'm buying sneakers, probably the most important thing I'm looking for is how can I wear these with some of the clothes in my closet? Like what kind of outfits can I pull off with this shoe? And with this colorway, it's just really hard to pull off an outfit. It's just such a loud sneaker. And now that I'm having them in hand, I'm still not too crazy about the colorway, but I gotta say that I just love these hits of orange. Like these hits of orange, I think really bring out this shoe, really make this shoe. It's, in my opinion, the best feature of the shoe. Also, the hit of orange up here on the tongue here on this label, I love that. And this shoe also looks, in my opinion, it just looks amazing with these orange laces. So you wouldn't expect that, but I think like it's okay to wear orange laces with this shoe just because the shoe is already so loud. You got these flaps here, you got this flappy little swoosh, and I think it's okay to wear orange with this just because you might as well go big or go home because it's already a loud sneaker. So it's cool to wear the orange, and it just contrasts so well. So Virgil really, I think, killed it with this colorway, which is surprising to say, but after having it in hand, I gotta say I like it a lot better. And finally, the last reason why I'm really happy to get this shoe is because this model is really probably the most coveted sneaker of the last 2 or 3 years, or maybe since the first Yeezy 1, Yeezy 2. This Jordan 1 Off-White has been on every sneakerhead's, top of every sneakerhead's list. So it's really cool to have the sneaker finally in my own collection, and this is really a trophy sneaker. So I posted a little unboxing of these on my Instagram stories, and a lot of people who I know aren't really even into sneakers that much were DMing me and telling me, wow man, no way you got those, that's crazy. So that just tells you like this sneaker, like everybody knows this sneaker. This is an iconic sneaker, so it's really dope that I actually finally have one of these in my collection. So there you have it, the Nike Air Jordan 1 in this UNC colorway. I also just want to say shout out to all my recently new subscribers that I've gained since my last video. You guys really seem to like that video, so welcome to the channel. I will be posting a lot more frequently. I'm really enjoying doing this YouTube thing actually, so hit that subscribe button for more content, and on feed coming right now. Peace.